Hello, everybody.
Hey guys.
Joe and Kevin.
Hello.
We are going to start a new show here today, guys.
Yeah, we were doing Superstore. We're not going to do Superstore anymore, not because we don't like it. We really like it, and it's really disappointing, but it keeps getting flagged
Hold down.
for copyright, even though we are very closely following the fair use rules.
So you're not crazy. We weren't
Right.
doing it. It's just gone now.
Yeah, it's just gone because every time we do it, it gets pulled down for copyright,
Yeah.
and there's no explanation as to what exactly is the big beef. So
we figured, screw it. Let's start a new show.
Yeah, it's a fight not worth having at this point. So we're going to start a new show, Mad Men.
Yeah.
I have
It's a
seen
small show that no one's ever heard.
Yeah, no one's ever heard of Mad Men. It never won any awards.
No,
It had any critical praise at all.
None.
But I've seen some of this back when it was new. I don't remember anything except who some of the cast are.
Yeah.
And it's a stacked cast. I know that.
When I was living at home with my parents, it was always on AMC.
Right. And that's how I caught was kind of as a curiosity on AMC. But I have not seen enough of this to lie to you and say I really know this show really well.
Sure, yeah.
So
the couple times that I have interactions with it is it was on TV and it was like the middle of a season. I never got what was happening. So
exactly.
I didn't watch it.
Right.
But
it's kind of like Lost. Like I never watched Lost because I didn't catch the first few episodes, and by then it's like, well, I can't jump in now. You've got to see all of it. So I've never seen Lost. It's kind of the same thing with this.
Yeah.
You can't. By the time the show's hugely popular, it's like, well, we're on season 5.
Yeah.
I can't jump in on season 5 on a serialized television show.
Yeah. All I know about Mad Men is John Hamm's in it.
John Hamm and
men
John
in suits having conversations.
Right. It's
John
Slattery is in it. I know
yeah,
that.
Yeah, John Slattery.
I don't know who he plays.
Well, he's is he Howard Stark in the MCU?
Yeah, he is in the MCU.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of other stuff. I just don't know what he does in
I think
this.
he's a director too, I believe.
Is he?
I think he directed one of Philip Seymour Hoffman's last movies. Anyways,
and Elizabeth
Moss.
Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
Who we've seen
She's
on
blown up in the last few years. Yeah.
Yeah, with The Handmaid's Tale and some movies.
The Invisible Man.
Right. And she's
January Jones too, right?
Yeah, January Jones is in this. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else.
X-Men First Class.
Was she in X-Men First Class?
Yeah.
I don't remember from that. But
it's been
I've seen it, but I don't
Yeah.
remember anything specific from
Sure.
So I'm excited to check this out. It's been recommended a lot, including by people who watch this channel. Definitely by friends of mine who swear that this is one of the best dramas that's ever been filmed. This is when This is when AMC was really taking off big with Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead, and this were the big 3.
Yeah.
When they became like, oh my god, we all should be watching this channel, and I did for Breaking Bad.
Well, before we hop into it, guys, please leave us a comment, and subscribe if you do not mind. We could definitely use the subscribers now.
Right. We're trying to grow and expand so that we can do more content. We would like to do movies. We'd like to do more shows. We'd like to do more episodes of shows. But the holdup right now is subscriber count. Our arbitrary marks we have to hit to make it more viable for us to keep doing it. So if you like our content, please subscribe. It would really help us out a lot. Just punch the button. We're not going to, make that a regrettable decision for you by spamming you or emailing you or anything like that.
Yeah, no, we're not going to personally reach out to you.
Absolutely. We do have 4 new subscribers on our Patreon. So Sierra and Baker, Nathan Boehm, Roland Cook, and Sarah P. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
welcome to the channel.
Yeah, absolutely. We really appreciate it. If you would like to see full-length reactions to this Mad Men episode or any of the other content we're watching, please check out
Head on over to
Patreon, linked in our description below. I think we said all we really.
Without further ado, let's hop on into Mad Men.
Let's check this out.
Is this set in the 50s or the 60s?
I don't know. I know it's a period piece.
I recognize the ads there, and it's like, oh wow. So
Late
assuming 50s then.
Advertise actors. They call themselves Mad Men. That's funny.
You smoke Old Gold. I'm sorry, sir. Is Sam here bothering you? He can be a little chatty.
He didn't say a word.
We're actually gonna get you another drink.
Yeah. Do this again. Old fashioned, please.
Ugh.
I like old fashioned.
I don't.
You obviously need to relax.
I'm a whiskey man myself.
Tomorrow, a tobacco weevil comes and eats every last Old Gold on the planet.
That's a sad story.
It's a tragedy. Would you just...
Right, yeah.
Ladies love their magazines.
Yes, they do.
That is a handsome man right there.
John Hamm?
Yeah.
I know.
It's just a classically good-looking dude.
It's crazy that he has had like a giant movie career. Obviously, he's very famous because of the show.
He's done a lot of movie work that I like The Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's never like a leading man.
Not a lot.
I guess Fletch. Fletch is out now.
Right. Is this the drunken booty call? In the middle of the night? Yep.
Oh, they invented something called Grandmother's Day. It ought to keep me busy drawing puppies for a few months.
What's your secret?
9 different ways to say I
Happy
love
Grandmother's
you.
Day. Oh,
Grandma.
Oh. Brassieres back in the day were like huge, by the way. Like,
yeah, right.
that's you don't see very much video like that anymore.
Right, yeah. Victoria's Secret's not rocking
Yeah.
the 9-pound brassiere.
No.
Married. What size Cadillac do you take?
That's a heck of a line.
You know the rules. I don't make plans and I don't make breakfast.
Oh wow, that's a cool shot.
Yeah, it is.
Hager cinematographer out of a window.
How much money did they spend on this show?
I would imagine
It's a
quite
lot for
bit,
a pilot,
yeah.
yeah.
And this is obviously like, they're on location too.
Yeah.
It's to turn it into the 1950s.
I hear she's a nice girl.
Who wants that?
Oh my god, these guys are douchey. I'm sure it's the culture of the rich executive
Yeah.
and man.
Let them know what kind of guy you are, then they'll know what kind of girl to be.
Oh my god.
The 50s.
Yeah.
I love you.
Ugh.
I'm giving up my life to be with you. Aren't
Oh God. What a
Well,
what a classy
I? Good
fella.
gal.
It looks complicated, but the men who designed it made it simple enough for a woman to use.
I sure hope so.
What?
At lunch, you
What
need
the
to pick
heck?
up a
This is
box of
cultural,
chocolates, a dozen
different
confections,
times.
and some bath. The men love scarves. Good morning, Mr. Draper.
I do like a nice scarf.
Mr. Sterling, how are you?
Have we ever hired any Jews?
Not on my watch.
Oh my god.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, he's kidding. I was like, what?
Got an Italian. Let's see if I
Oh, he's
can-
a vet.
Purple Heart, man.
Yeah.
We postulated that what Freud called the death wish is as powerful a drive as those for sexual reproduction and physical sustenance.
Supposed to believe that people are living one way and secretly thinking the exact opposite? That's ridiculous.
Is he gay? And that was what that thing was?
I kind of got that vibe when
Yeah.
it's the whole shake it thing.
Yeah.
Walk out.
Good. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm sorry, I just find your whole approach perverse.
Who's your little friend here?
Oh.
She's the new girl.
You always get the new girl. Management gets all the perks. If you pull your
Oh.
waist in a little bit, you might look like a woman.
Is that all, Mr.
Wow.
Draper?
Hey, I'm not done here.
Can you imagine having to get up and go to work every day in that kind of
I hate my
circumstance?
life. I hate
yeah,
my
right.
life.
Here we go.
You'll die in that corner office, a mid-level executive with a little bit of hair who women go home with out of pity.
Wow.
Dang.
Want to know why? Because no one will like you.
It's your wedding night.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so funny. Were they really that naive? Thinking no one's having sex until they were married?
I believe so.
Olson. And yet you're interested in the contraceptive pills. I will take you off this medicine if you abuse it. It's for your own good, really. But don't think you have to go out and become the town pump just to get your money's worth.
What?
Excuse my French.
Chanel is a very different kind of place. It's French, it's continental, it's...
Not just another Jewish department store?
Exactly.
Ah!
You're
Dang.
right.
I'm not going to let a woman talk to me like this.
My
Meeting's
God.
over. Good luck, Miss Macon.
Jesus.
What the hell, man? Is it nail room? Oh. the phone
God.
bank operators.
That would
I
be
know you
horrible.
Yeah.
but we've got a new one.
Is that Kristen Shaw over there?
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
For getting to know you gift.
Well, aren't you a sweetheart?
It's
if
Flo.
I'd known the candies from
Oh, it is Flo!
You're not.
Might as well be living in Russia.
They all cough like this
God.
about the safer cigarettes.
Analysis shows that the
He
health
grabbed that out of the
risks
trash
associated
can.
with your product is not the end of the world.
Wow.
People get in their cars every day to go to work,
He's gonna pitch the
and
danger
some of
thing.
them die.
He is.
Is that your slogan? You're gonna die anyway? Die with us?
Actually, it's a fairly well-established psychological principle that society has a death wish. And
This
if we
is
could
stupid.
just tap
This is
into
so
that.
stupid. Yeah, look at it. He's
Now I see why he threw it in the
What
trash
the
can.
hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah, is it hitting him?
How do you make your cigarettes? I don't know.
Toasted.
There you go. There you go. Everybody else's tobacco is poisonous. Lucky Strikes is toasted.
Told them how amazing you were. I'm still tingling.
Well, looks like you're all going
I think he and Pete are probably going to have it out at some point about that
Yeah.
folder.
What are you doing in my freaking office, bro?
Yeah.
You gonna help us give Pete his big send-off?
Maybe next time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's next marriage.
Come on, guys.
If Greta's research was any good, I would have used it.
Yeah. Dress it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Peggy.
Not your boyfriend. Second of all, you ever let Pete Campbell go through my trash again and you won't be able to find a job selling sandwiches in Penn Station.
Oof.
Dang.
I shouldn't have lost my temper, and I certainly shouldn't have treated you like anything less than a client.
Apology accepted.
Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
I think they're both picking up what they're putting down.
I think so too. I just think it's natural for him, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gets seduce anyone.
She won't get married because she's never been in love. I think I wrote that. What you call love was invented by guys like me to sell nylons.
God, what a great line.
All right.
Does Peggy live here?
What?
Peggy?
So he drunkenly shows up in the middle of the night at Peggy's house.
Getting married on Sunday.
I heard that.
You must think I'm a creep.
He's overprivileged.
Yes.
I wanted to see
Yeah.
you tonight.
Rich parents, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't find that romantic or even sexual. It did feel like
No.
serial killer vibes,
Marjorie?
didn't it?
Yeah, Peg? I'm going to bed now.
Wow. It worked. I mean, Peggy, you do you. I mean,
Look, she
she
wants to get
she's
out there.
She's young and single, and
She wants to get out there.
Exactly.
She's got contraceptive now, you know.
Right. I just find him to be awful.
No, he is the worst.
Yeah. The show's a super hit, so I'm assuming there's a lot of nuance to
Yeah,
all the
for
characters, including Peggy, including Pete.
We like shows about like complicated characters.
Broken
These are
characters,
all very
right?
complicated.
Anti-heroes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is he married?
She's wearing a ring.
Wow.
It's January Jones, isn't it?
He's married to January Jones. He's cheating on her.
They said you'd left.
Well, how was he not hungry? I'm always hungry.
Yeah. That was a nice reveal.
It was a great reveal because you didn't know the whole way through.
Yeah. Oh, he's got kids too? Wow.
Man, what a great reveal!
Oh my god.
It's like wait till let into the episode and be like, oh, by the way, Don Draper's also a monster.
Yeah.
What a last shot here.
Yeah. You got glimpses of him being a terrible person, but now
Yeah.
you really know he's a terrible person.
That was cool. That was
That was
actually
really
really cool.
It's so that is complicated. I mean, it's a lot to take in there. I mean, it says a lot about culture, ad culture, what's being sold to you, what you sell to other people, how you present yourself, for that matter. I mean, it's,
Well, the line that's you're right, 100%. I agree. The line that really stood out to me was when they were in the cigarette meeting. You know, the one that he says at the end, where the old guy who owns Lucky Strike says, "We're selling America." And you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I kind of see like that. We're getting a big picture of American culture here.
Sure. Yeah, there's no difference between cigarettes and cereal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'm not selling rifles. I'm selling cigarettes. Okay.
Yeah.
Or cereal, or any. Or, you know, he says later, I'm selling nylon. I'm creating love to sell nylons. It's all like this fictional
And
idea of America.
It's paralleled in their personal lives too. They're
Completely.
selling themselves as a certain type of person.
Yeah, it's like that conformity thing in the 50s of get out of school, get married, buy a house, have kids, and which Don clearly did.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
even-
all a lie.
Even Pete, the way he sold himself in the cigarette meeting,
Right.
you get the sense that he's not great at it. He is.
No, he's
sleazy,
not good with people. He
he's
said
slimy,
so,
You
right.
don't buy him. And then when he goes to Elizabeth Moss's character, when he sold himself to her, doesn't even look at her.
Doesn't even look
He
at
gets
her.
real close to
Well,
her.
because he was trying to sleep with another woman right before.
Yeah, he's
that
not a
just
good.
turned it down.
He's not a good salesman. And
No.
the interesting thing is, why did she? She has to have her own agenda.
Sure.
She,
Well,
she was going to buy it regardless,
Right.
So to speak.
Well, I mean, she definitely exercised her own agency there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the expectation would have been like, to be like, you're drunk, get out of here.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I'm
She
making my
gets
own
it.
decision. You're
She
right.
gets it. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
And it's very smart. Very smart.
Very smart,
complex.
subtle, a lot of nuance, and a lot of really interesting characters.
Yeah. Hateable characters, but interesting nonetheless. So
Yeah, again, I think for a show that ran as long as it didn't get canceled, like went out on its own terms.
Yeah, like 5 seasons, right?
Five or six?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. But I think there's going to be a lot of complexity and nuance to the characters where it's going to be like with Dawn there. Sometimes you're going to hate him and sometimes you're going to love him.
Yeah.
The question is are any of them going to be all of one thing or the other all the time? Is Pete always going to be the prick that he was in this episode? Sure. Is Peggy always going to be...
He did say he's 26, so he's a young
right.
guy in a huge position of power.
Right.
So.
You can't tell. Well, because I mean, it's like some of the shows we're watching, like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend or West Wing, we make comments on how these characters behave. A lot of people let us know, it's like, keep watching, these characters grow, they change. Sure. They evolve, and I have to think that with a show that was as revered as this one, we're going to get some of the same of that with this as well.
Well, I know the actor who plays Pete, he was up for several nominations, right? He was kind of a big deal there for a while the show was on. I mean,
well, the only reason I really know him is remember we watched The Rehearsal?
Yes.
The first episode of The Rehearsal?
That's right, yeah.
When the guy's like, she likes an actor named blah, blah, blah.
No,
I don't know his name, but we looked him up, and that's who it was.
That's who it was, yeah.
The guy who played Pete.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Pete
I can't remember his name. It was a really weird name. He has a weird name.
He does.
But we did look that up.
That was Angela's type on a Rehearsal.
Yeah. The first episode,
yes.
The trivia guy.
Yes, okay.
The girl he was apologizing to.
Yeah.
And he was like, she likes this actor named blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. And I looked him up and it was him.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But that's all I really know. But I mean, she really likes the actor. I'm assuming that he's got to be getting better on the show, right? Like, as a person.
I said, at this point, he's the heel.
Right.
Them shaking hands and kind of having that like moment between each other, you know, that they're like, okay, we both see where we stand on this one.
Right, exactly. I'm curious to see where these. I'm curious if Salvatore's sexuality becomes an actual issue down the road.
It's not subtle.
It's not subtle.
Not
right.
subtle. I mean, that's the point.
Yeah, I kind of and I want to see more of John Slattery because he seems kind of like the charming, like comic relief almost on the show.
Honcho.
Yeah, but a good sense of humor.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm kind of interested to see where these people go. I want to see Peggy too because she goes. Let's see. Okay, so another thing. So we don't know if Pete is going to be going after Dawn, but we kind of get the sense. I think he is. I think career-wise, he's Dawn's competition.
Does Peggy go against Dawn because she's sleeping with Pete?
I don't think so.
Dawn turned down her advances. She's his assistant.
I would hope it wouldn't be that. To me, that just feels like soap opera-y.
It does.
And maybe this show goes a little bit that direction, but I'm hoping
But you're right. You said she has her own agency, so we'll see.
Right, exactly. I don't know that Pete's sleeping with her because he wants to use her for something with Dawn. I mean, Dawn did just say, you ever let Pete do anything to me again, and you're done. So...
She's probably going to spite Dawn then.
Right.
Like,
That's possible because she looked kind of terrified when he did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, we have no idea where the show's going, but man, that was a really, really good setup.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I did too. We'll catch you on the next one, guys.
See you guys.